How's it going, creeps? Welcome to tonight's Friday Night Creep Show. As always, I'm your host, Drucifer. And if you guys don't know, every Friday night we live stream here on the Cinema Creep channel, and we live stream a different horror movie. So some nights they're going to be older films, some nights they're going to be newer films, some nights they're going to be indie films that we find on YouTube. And the bottom line is to make sure that YouTube doesn't shut us down and we get to watch the film in full. So with that, good to see Frank out there already. Good to see Nick. Nick was number one out there in the chat tonight.
Hail to the king, baby.
So he gets the Hail to the King, baby. So Nick, you asked me a couple questions here. Have I seen Pumpkins? It came out in 2019. It's a good horror movie. I don't know if I've seen it or not. We'll check it out on IMDb here in a few minutes, and let me see if I know the exact film you're talking about. I'm not sure if I've seen it or not, but it sounds like something gnarly that I would want to see. So, again, stoked you guys are both in here. And Frank, I hope you got some rest today. I heard you were hanging out on a stream late last night with Craig Kregerson. So I turned on my man's stream and then I fell asleep, and I guess I turned it back off. But so hopefully you got some sleep. Like I said, you're about like me, up all hours of the night. So tonight, guys, we are going to be watching a movie called Milk and Cereal. Now, this film is something that was recommended to me. I put out some fillers out there on Twitter or X and asking people, hey, do you guys have any recommendations for indie films that I should show on Friday Night Creepshow? And this is one of the films that was recommended to us. Now, I've never seen this, and I've only seen the cover art, but I've never paid much attention to it. And I have seen that some other YouTube film reviewers have reviewed this. Now, I don't know if it's good. All the comments on the video I've looked at say it's really good, and it has a lot of views on YouTube. So, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But if it sucked, I assume it would have flopped. But this is an indie film, and I'm really stoked to check it out because apparently it's pretty good. So Frank's asked me, how was the theater experience? So I went to see Beetlejuice yesterday. And if you haven't seen it yet, I put up the review on the channel for it. And theater experience was good. You know, I have a little 2-screen theater a mile up from my house. So I didn't go see an AMC or, you know, a big chain. Now, the theater that I go see, the guys that own it, they own, you know, a couple across the country. It's called Golden Ticket, but I think it's still like a smaller company. And they actually had some collector Beetlejuice cups in there. And I went with my wife and son, and we got us some cups, and we went and we saw the theater. There was probably, we went to the earliest showing on Thursday. So technically the day before it was released. And you know, it was about half full. You know, I imagine it's going to be, you know, extremely, you know, successful. You know, I read somewhere that Beetlejuice is the second most successful film to open up in September. I think I worded that correctly. And, yeah, like I said, the theater was about a quarter full. You know, it was cool because it was a mix-up of just all age ranges, right? So a lot of people were in there with their kids, you know, their kids being, you know, anywhere from probably like 6 to, you know, their teenage years. And you can tell that it was parents in there like me and my wife, who saw Beetlejuice when they were younger, and now they're bringing their kids in. So it was kind of a cool theater experience, you know, seeing something as a kid that I loved, and then being able to bring my son in theaters to see, you know, the sequel. So, yeah, the movie was cool. You know, it was a good time. You know, like I said, it is one of those movies that will help you kick off the Halloween spooky season, you know, the right way. Even though there is Halloween in the movie, but the focus isn't Halloween. But it's just one of those movies that gets you in the mood. You know, Beetlejuice is just, you know, even the one from '88 is, you know, one that sort of gets you in that mindset. So, everybody was pretty much off their phones that I saw. Like we like to sit in the seats all the way to the right, so you have the two aisles that go down at the theater I go to, right? And it's you got three seats on the right, and then you have the big section in the middle, and then the far side has three seats on the other side of the aisle. We like to sit, about midway down, three seats, because there's only three of us, and we try and sit in the same seats all the time. And my theater has those cool reclining seats. So my wife liked it. My son is kind of like, meh. He's like, it's okay. Like I said, he doesn't really have that emotional attachment to Beetlejuice like me and my wife do. But I think he liked it. He just, wasn't over the moon about it. And me and my wife share the same viewpoint on it when it comes to basically what I said in my review, right? So what I say in my review is kind of how she feels about it as well. We take him to the movies ever so often, when something cool comes out. I think the last time he went to the movies was when the last Haunted Mansion came out. And what was that, last year? And that was pretty solid. Like, we enjoyed that one. And I ask him all the time if he wants to go see, like, Transformers or this or that or Godzilla or Ghostbusters. He's just like, nope, don't care to see it. I'll wait for streaming. So, he goes with us half the time, but me and my wife will go and we'll see, like, whatever big movie's coming out. Like, you guys know, I saw Maxine in theaters, Longlegs. We're definitely going to see Terrifier 3. Definitely seeing Nosferatu, so. Like I said, if you can swing it, I think that Beetlejuice is amazing to see in theaters. And I think, like I said, it just delivers on the big screen. So if you guys can make it to the theater, that's how I would see it. So I think that I don't think that my son. I think he's just very just whatever about it. You know what I mean? It doesn't help that I completely overdo it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously you guys see the studio, see how I am. I just overdo it with horror, so he's just, I guess, completely sought out his own personality. So I'm cool with it. Doesn't bother me. If he wants to get into it when he's older, he'll get into it. If not, let him do his own thing, man. So let's go over here to this IMDb page and check out Milk and Cereal and see a little bit more about what this film is going to be about tonight. So, here we go. So, Milk and Cereal. So, I have no idea what the name means or anything. So, the synopsis here is: a surprise birthday prank takes a turn for the worse when a popular social media duo must face the reality of the terrifying aftermath. Directed by Curry Baker, written by Curry Baker. You got this creepy little art here. So I don't know how low budget this is going to look, or I have no clue. All I know is it seems like it's been well received. So Curry Baker is this kid here, or this man, this guy. I don't know how old he is. He apparently does comedy sketches, but then he started writing horror movies as well. So he's been an extra on some stuff like It's Always Sunny. He was Joey in one episode. On Dave, he was in a lot of stuff. So, like I said, this guy is making his, I guess, horror debut with Milk and Cereal, it seems, or maybe he has some other horror shorts. I'm not sure, but like I said, this is the one I know about. And like if you look up here, well, you guys can't see the tab up there. It's a found footage film. So, oh, so this guy? I've never heard of this guy ever before. But like I said, I don't watch a lot of like sketch comedy stuff on YouTube. It's just not my thing. But I do know that comedians, they do a great job at writing horror, like we've talked about before. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know anything about him, but good to know that he's funny, and good to know that this is a well-received movie. It has 6.7 out of 10 stars here on IMDb, and it is an hour and 2 minutes. So I don't know any of these other guys. Maybe you know some of these people, Frank, if you're familiar with him. Um, but like I said, it is a horror thriller, and it was recommended to me over on X. So if you guys don't already follow me over on X. It's just Cinema Creep, and you get some hot takes, you get some cool horror conversations, and just random horror pictures that I post up over there. But I will tell you this: I had a heated conversation today over there. What's up, Chuck? How the heck are you doing? Glad that you made it in. I probably would get a kick out of his talk to me parody because, like, you guys know, I think that movie was overhyped. So I do have a trailer trash review that I'm going to post up later. Well, I'm probably going to film it when we get done with this live stream. It'll probably be on the channel tomorrow morning, but it will include a hot take conversation I had over on X, and man, I really ruffled somebody's feathers apparently by having an opinion. It was pretty damn funny. So, Chuck, tonight we're watching this movie right here called Milk and Cereal. It is an indie film that was uploaded to YouTube, and apparently it is really good. What is up, Bobby? You know what? I'm going to give all you guys one of these right here.
Hail to the king, baby.
Because you guys are part of the creep community, always coming in, and I love seeing you guys come back. So, definitely makes it a lot funner, like I said on our stream the other day. And I really enjoyed our random Thursday live streams. So I think I'm going to start doing those weekly. I don't know whether I'm going to pick Wednesday or whether I'm going to pick Thursday mornings, but I'm going to start doing those random live streams during the day, and we'll just talk about horror. It may not be just like a trailer trash live stream, unless it's just a random like trailer that came out that I want to talk about, because I really do like making the trailer trash videos. But I think if nothing else, we'll just hop on stream and talk horror. Boom Squad's here. What is up? I think the guy was trolling me because he was fucking mad. Like, mad. You just wait. I'll post it up in the video. Like, it's pretty hilarious. The dude was like super angry, and I was like, are you kidding, bro? Like, what are you doing? But it is what it is. When is your lunch break, Chuck? I had to just stop talking to the guy, right? Because generally, I go back and forth, or I used to go back and forth with people like that. And then now I've grown as a person, right? To where I know that, like, no matter what I say, this person's just completely unhinged, and they are not ever gonna seem rational or see logic. That they're just gonna act crazy, and I honestly don't have time for it. I'm just like laughing, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, it definitely is. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of that platform, but it is one of the few that I'm on, and I do like that I can follow like bigger horror accounts and interact with them, So and follow some of these like indie game developers, right? Because to me, Facebook is just absolutely trash, and Instagram just gives me bad vibes. I don't want to be over there either. It's just not good for my mental mind state. Yeah, Frank. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for one day for you to just like slip up and let us know your true identity, and it's gonna be like you're gonna be like I don't know, somebody I know. What if you're like my dad? That'd be strange. Um, so Boom Squad, we are watching this indie short film called Milk and Cereal. It's an hour long, and it's supposed